Welcome, welcome. Today's class is another session in our series of cleansing asana classes. And this one is specifically focused on stoking and balancing your Agni, so your internal fire, digestion, metabolism, the function of metabolism and assimilation within our body. So, we're going to be doing quite a bit of core work and pumping through the abdominal region. And then towards the end of the practice, we'll mellow out and stretch out through the belly. And so it will be a bit of a stronger class, but feel free to rest or modify or even advance things as feels good and appropriate for you. So I'd like to invite you to get comfortable, have any props available, and if you have some japa mala beads, definitely have them handy because we're going to end our practice today with some japa meditation. And if you are one of my yoga teach training students, you would have your mantra card handy to have this as well for when we do the japa meditation. All right. And just sitting comfortably, giving yourself some time and space to just settle in into your body, into the space that you're in. Drawing your awareness away from everything that's happened throughout the day already. And just letting go of any to-do lists, any plans for later, anything that might be on your mind or heart, just setting it aside for the next hour. Allowing your legs and hips to be heavy. Sitting up nice and tall, inhaling as you lift through your spine, lifting into the crown of your head. Maintaining that lift as you exhale and soften your shoulders down away from your ears. Becoming aware of your breath. Starting to deepen your breath. And the breath is going to be a big part of our practice today. So it doesn't need to be any pranayam particular technique to increase the effectiveness of your practice, but really keeping a nice, good, solid rhythm going with your breath throughout your practice will really help with your Agni. So if you're comfortable here with complete yoga breathing, just inhaling, filling your lungs, and exhaling, going in a nice balanced rhythm, perhaps inhaling for 4 and exhaling for 4, just continuing on in that way. And if you'd like to try something a little different, we're going to practice Kapalabhati breathing, which is pumping through the abdominal region. So inhaling and then forcefully exhaling as we pump the belly in. The most comfortable way to do this, I find, is to come over onto your knees and use your hands resting on your knees as a brace. You might even come up onto your toes as well to give you a little bit more height to brace into. So you'll inhale through your nose, and as we exhale, the belly, you have to contract your abdominal muscles and lift them up and in to pump and force the breath out as you exhale, keeping your mouth closed so it's coming out your nose. So as you breathe in, you just take one inhalation, but as you breathe out, you might start to notice you get into a little bit of a short loop of forceful, dominating exhalations and short inhalations. And then it'll get to a kind of expired state of your breath. You can take a moment, take a regular breath, and then go for another round. And we'll do about 3 to 5 rounds. So just joining in whenever you feel comfortable and resting whenever you need to. Let's do one more round. Going back to sit comfortably, settling into your regular breathing pattern, observing any lightness in your head. Maybe you're feeling slightly more invigorated or energized. Now we'll continue on into 5 rounds of Goranga breathing. As we inhale, draw the mantra Goranga silently into your mind. And as we exhale, we'll say the sound Goranga for the entire length of our exhalation. We'll go for 5 rounds, trying to sync our mantra and our breath together. So let's exhale completely. Take a breath in. Goranga. Exhale. Go. Continue on. Go. Go. One more time. Go. And relax, allowing the mantra to resonate through your mind and heart. And slowly opening your eyes. And let's begin with some side bends, taking your left hand to the floor as you reach your right arm up and over, grounding down through the right hip. Inhaling back up, exhaling over. Inhale, stretch up and over. Exhale. Moving with your breath, warming up into the spine and opening up through the side of your body. One more time each way. And come back to center. Option to go into an easy sitting position, spinal twist, just moving from side to side dynamically with your breath. Or if you feel ready enough in your spine and your hips for a deeper stretch, taking one foot over your knee and hand to the top of your knee as you turn to look over your shoulder. So I'm going to the right to begin with. So right foot over the left leg, turning to look over to the right. Maybe taking the elbow to the outside of the knee. And coming back to center, change sides. And pressing down into that left foot, anchoring both hips down, lift and lengthen, rotating around to the left. Maybe going a little deeper. Slowly release and come over onto all fours. Setting yourself up on all fours with your hips stacked above your knees, shoulders stacked above your wrists, and we'll move through a dynamic thread the needle. Reaching the right arm up, inhale. Exhale, taking the arm down and through, touching the shoulder to the floor. And then inhaling to come all the way back up. Exhale. Inhaling up. Exhale. And press back up to center. Right hand to the floor. Inhale the left arm up. Nice big reach. Exhale, taking the arm down and through, shoulder to the floor. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And coming back to center. Just take a couple of little cat-cows, stretching out through your spine. Doesn't need to be too formal. You can do a little bit of a wriggle around through your spine and shoulders, all the way down into your lower back and hips. Good. Come back to center. Now pressing down firmly into your palms and press down into your shins. And just notice how that gives you a nice, strong, stable foundation. From here, we're going to raise the right leg back. Maybe taking it up a little or just having that leg out as far as feels comfortable. If you feel you can go further, taking the left arm up. So you're reaching out into your fingertips and reaching back into your toes in the opposite direction and feeling that center of gravity through the core area. Keep pressing down into that supporting hand and shin. And exhale. Hand and knee return to the floor. Take a breath, and then let's go into the other side. We'll take the left leg back, reaching back into your toes, keeping that left hip rolling down, pressing down into your base, and if you're able to, floating that right arm up, reaching into the toes, reaching into the fingertips. One more breath here. And hand and knee to the floor. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to be moving soon into some downward dog knee drives, which is quite strong. So we're going to do a little warm-up primer version here. So we'll take the left leg back. Left leg, I've got the right leg up. Take the right leg back. And then drawing your knee up and in. Pressing the floor away, rounding through your spine and shoulders. Then inhale, take the knee back. Exhale, belly draws in, lift the knee, press the floor away. Inhale. Exhale. And lower the knee to the floor. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, driving the knee in. Moving with your breath. Good. Exhale. And knee to the floor. Taking your hips back to your heels, reaching forward into your hands, pressing firmly into your palms as you lower your forehead to the floor. Resting here for 2 breaths. All right, lift your head, looking toward your hands, coming up through a very brief downward dog, paddling out through your heels, lifting and lowering them, alternating from side to side to stretch out through the backs of your legs. And then walk your feet forward to meet your hands. Slowly rolling up, coming to stand at the top of your mat, getting ready for a few rounds of sun salutations. So because we're doing an Agni class, we are going to turn it up a notch tonight. So the goal is a little bit to challenge yourself and to keep the pace kind of flowing and dynamic. So if you're not up for that tonight, just go ahead and go at your own pace. But we are going to be a little bit more assertive in our sun salutes for this session. All right, begin with your feet grounded down. Inhale, lifting into the crown of your head. Get nice and centered. And on your next inhalation, reaching the arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Ujjayi breathing. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the floor. Jump or step back, lower down. Inhaling up. Exhale, downward dog. Pressing the hands into the floor and drawing up into your hips, lowering your heels down toward the floor. Soft bend through the knees if needed. Holding here for 3 breaths. Exhale completely. Jump or step your feet forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bringing the energy as you inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands by your sides. Again, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Jump or step back. Lower down. Inhaling up. Exhale, downward dog. Setting your shoulders down your back, scooping in through your belly, lengthening down into your heels. Nice strong breath flow. Exhale completely, jump a step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands by your sides. One more round. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Jump or step back, lower down. Inhaling up. Exhale, downward dog. Finding your breath and settling in. Looking to your hands and jump or step your feet forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands by your sides. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, dropping down into chair position. Scoop in through your belly, drop down into your hips. And then we're going to take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee, press the palms together as you turn to look over your right shoulder. If that's too strong, just taking the back of your hand and opening up, reaching the top fingers up towards the sky. And working into the belly. Okay, keep pressing down into your feet. Keep pressing your palms together, standing up, reaching tall, and exhale over to the other side. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Keep pressing the palms together to help you open up through your chest. And inhale, lifting up, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Jump or step back. Lower down. Inhaling up. Exhale. Lifting back into downward dog, getting ready for those knee drives. Anytime it gets too strong, come down into kneeling position and go back to our cat knee drives as a nice option. Or take another pose, anything you like, it's your practice. So we're going to inhale, raise the right leg up. Exhale, drive the knee in toward the chest as you take your shoulders over your wrists, coming up high on that back toe. Inhale. Exhale, drive the knee forward. Inhale, send the leg back. One last time. Exhale. Good. And lower the foot to the floor. Change sides. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale. Inhale, take it back. Exhale. All right. Take a little rest here if you need to. We're going to go on to a variation. So raising the right leg up. And we're going to exhale, bring the knee down and across to the left elbow. Right knee to left elbow. Inhale it back. Exhale across. Inhale back. One last time. Exhale. And lower the foot to the floor. Let's change sides. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale across to the right elbow. Inhaling up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And come back. Both feet to the floor. Let's take a rest here. Knees to the floor, taking them out wide. It's good. It's good. Very invigorating. Threading your arms through, just giving your wrists a bit of a rest. Relaxing your shoulders to the floor. I'm going to take my arms out just so that I'm not putting a kink in the mic. And noticing your heart rate. Using your breath to slow down your heart rate. And slowly come up. Finding your way back into downward dog. And looking between your hands and jump or step your feet forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale. All right, moving through our standing series now. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, jump or step back. Lower down. Inhaling up. Exhale, downward dog. Take a breath. Inhale to step the right foot forward, spinning your back foot down at about 45 degrees, bending through the front knee, coming into warrior one. Taking the arms up, shoulders down away from your ears. See if you can really lengthen down through the outer edge of the leg and foot, lifting through the inner arch. And don't be afraid to drop down into that front thigh for a nice strengthening and strong warrior one. Opening out into warrior two, slightly opening that back foot, adjusting your arms to the side, turning to look over your right fingertips. Staying with your breath. And taking it back. Nice big inhale. Exhale, cartwheeling the hands to the floor. Step back, lower down. Inhaling up. Exhale. Inhale, stepping the left foot forward. Spin the back foot down at 45 degrees. Setting up your foundation first, stacking the knee, lifting through that back inner arch. Inhale, take the arms up. Shoulders down away from your ears as you sink down into that front thigh. Keeping your breath flowing strongly. Inhale and exhale, opening out into warrior two. Slightly adjust the back foot open, arms down at shoulder height, gazing just beyond your left fingertips. Inhale, take it back. And exhale. Cuddle your hands over to your front foot and step back. Lower down. Inhaling up. Exhale. Take a breath. Holding here. Good. One more breath here. Looking between your hands, jump or step your feet forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale. Arms by your sides. Take a breath, and then we're going to flow down to the floor. Okay, inhale, reaching up. And exhale, folding forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, jump or step back. Lower down. Inhaling up. Exhale. Take a last little yummy stretch out in downward dog. And then we are going to actually come forward into plank position. So going from your downward dog to just shifting your shoulders forward over your wrists and lengthening back into your heels. Shoulders down away from your ears, pressing the floor away, strong through your belly. Keep breathing. Anytime it feels like it's getting too much, you can rest by taking your knees down. And then when you feel ready to come into the pose again, lifting the knees back up. And let's stay here for 3 more breaths. Navel drawing in, supporting your lower back. From here, we're going to transition over into some side planks. So you can come straight over onto the right side or take a little rest if you need to. Modified version is to take the top leg out in front, raising the arm up, or if you can, just stacking the feet on top of one another. Holding here for 5 breaths. Nice. Rest in between if you need to, otherwise hand to the floor. Rolling over onto the left side now. And remembering the disruption. Our internet dropped out again. We're still having issues since the cyclone. Okay, we're carrying on. Apologies. Hopefully you got to rest after all our planks. All right. Carrying on. All right. Bet you thought you were off the hook for a minute there. It's like, oh, it's over. All the strong poses, they're done. We are actually done now. So, all right, from your child's pose, coming up onto all fours, you're going to step the right foot forward, going into a lunge position. Taking your hands to your top knee and taking your time to drop down into your hips, allowing gravity to draw the weight of your body down, moving you into a nice deep stretch. Beautiful. And from here, we're going to take our hands to the floor and move our right foot to the outside edge of the mat. And from here, we're going to go into a twist. So bringing the left forearm to the floor, rotating around, dropping the right hand on top of the right knee. So it's a very relaxed position. Your knee can even fall out to the side a little if you like. So there's a bit of a diagonal stretch through the hips. And then just starting to let go into the stretch, allowing your head to drop forward. Good. And still keeping our breath flowing. Ujjayi breathing, gentle rasping through the throat as you exhale. And one more breath here. And coming up out of the stretch, bringing both hands to the floor, stepping that knee back. Let's take a moment here, relaxing through your hips, and then step the left foot forward, coming into a regular low lunge, easing into your hips, taking your hands to rest on top of your knee. So we're really shifting now from a lot of yang, energetic, assertive movement to going into a more yin, passive, really feeling into the sensations of your body, letting go into the feeling of gravity drawing you down. And bring both hands to the floor as you walk your left foot out to the side. Feeling the diagonal stretch, then bring your right forearm to the floor. Placing the hand wherever you like around the knee. And letting your head hang heavy, dropping into your hips. Balanced Agni is really important for flushing out toxins in the body and helping with our body's natural detoxification processes, our elimination processes. So sometimes doing a bit of a heating practice can be really beneficial for our metabolic processes. So now coming back, both hands on the floor and stepping that knee back. Just wiggle out through your hips a little. Good. Crossing the ankles and dropping your hips back. Take your legs forward. Bring your right foot in, keeping your left leg extended, drawing your left toes back toward you so that strong energy flexing through the heel, engaging that whole left leg. And lift nice and tall as you wrap your left elbow around your right knee, placing your hand behind you. So ideally you want to be able to strongly press down into the floor. I have a very long torso, long spine, short arms, so I'm going to press down into a block to help me give that lift. But you might be able to go straight to the floor. And just going into a nice deep twist, rotating around to the left. Visualizing your breath flowing down into the region of your belly, your abdominal region. Slowly come back to center. Extend the right leg out, bring the left heel in. Lifting up nice and tall. And rotating around to the left. Lift and spiral. Breathing, pressing that right heel away. And again, bringing back that visualization of your breath. Flowing and circulating through your abdominal region. The wind to the fire of your Agni, stoking that fire. And release. Give your legs a little shake. And as a bit of a counter pose, just to relax through the spine, crossing your legs, lifting up nice and tall, and then folding forward. Making your way down slowly and bringing your forehead to rest on the floor, feeling that nice lengthening of your hips to the floor. And from your lower spine up through your middle back, your upper back, feeling your spine lengthening in the opposite direction. If you can't quite get your head to the floor, you can stack your fists on top of one another or take a block or a cushion, placing it under your head or down to a lower sitting. Staying here for a few more breaths. Beautiful. Slowly unfurl from this position and then set yourself up for a reclined butterfly. Because we've done quite a bit of contracting through the abdominal region, I just want to lay back and have a gentle stretch and opening through the belly. So if you have a nice bolster that you can lay back over, we'll take the bolster to the sacrum, bring the soles of your feet together in cobbler position or butterfly, and then carefully lower back over the bolster. Just allowing everything to relax and open, turning your palms up, arms by your sides. And we'll stay here for about 5 to 10 breaths. And again, if you can bring a bit of visualization, sending the breath down into that abdominal region. Visualizing your breath, vitalizing all of those internal organs and digestive organs. One more breath. Bringing your palms to the floor, forearms to the floor. Carefully press yourself up. Slide your feet away a little so that you've got a nice broad open diamond. And I like to take my bolster over my legs so that you can bring it in and kind of do the opposite position now. We're folding forward and just laying forward into, again, just a relaxed and restorative position, lengthening our spine in the opposite direction. And really start to soften into your belly now. Just taking some deep, nourishing breaths into your belly, allowing everything to soften, relax, and release. Taking a moment of gratitude for the fire in our belly, gratitude for Agni, gratitude for this incredible intelligence and function of our body, the capacity to take in and metabolize and assimilate, disseminate energy throughout our body. And slowly unfurl once more. Now taking any other little stretches or positions that your body is craving, and then getting yourself ready for some japa meditation with beads. So just take your time here if you want to do a little bit of stretching or making yourself comfortable for japa meditation. So you can still be stretching while I give you a little, a mini japa meditation introduction. So feel free to just listen while you continue to stretch. So we're going to practice the repetition of sacred mantras using japa mala beads. So what we do is we take our middle finger and our thumb and we place them on the beads and say a mantra for every bead. Every time we complete saying a mantra, we move on to the next bead with our middle finger and thumb and just continue to gently repeat the mantras, just audible enough that we can hear and meditate on the sacred sound until we go all the way around one full round of the mala beads. There's 108 beads on a set. And when we begin our practice, we actually begin on the head bead or the guru bead. And this is a nice opportunity just to offer our respects and gratitude to our teachers and the lineage that these mantras have been passed down through. So that's something you can just do personally when you pick up your beads and begin your practice, is to just take a moment to offer your respects. So the mantra we'll use tonight is Haribol, Nitai Gor, Nitai Gor, Haribol. So we'll continue that over and over again. If you've never done this before, you might just listen in for the first 5 mantras and move your fingers along with me. And then once it starts to stick into your mind, then just join in saying the mantra, and we'll continue on for the full round. So, with this form of meditation, it's usually a personal practice. It's something that I would love to introduce you to because it's such a wonderful, practical, personal practice that you can add to your day. And it's not about having a perfectly clear mind or not having your mind wander. Your mind will wander throughout the practice, but the good thing is you've got the tactile experience of touching your beads, which helps to keep your mind grounded in what you're doing. And then you also have the sounds as well. So if you find that you're getting lost in your thoughts, you can just notice that, just redirect your mind to back to the touch of the beads, the sacred sounds, and just listen in and really try to make it a heartfelt practice. So it's not something of the mind, because your mind is going to be doing its thing. It's really a meditation of the heart, that you rest your mind and heart in these sacred sounds. And you'll notice that your mind starts to become a little bit calmer after you settle into your practice. So let's begin. Starting at the head bead, we'll move over into that first bead. Sitting up comfortably, trying to keep your beads up off the ground just as a respectful thing to do, using your right hand. All right, just joining in as you feel comfortable. Haribo Nitai Gor, Nitai Gor Haribo. 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 Haribo Nitai Gor, Nitai Gor, 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 Haribo. And finding ourselves back at the head beat, we'll just take a bow of respects, honoring the holy names, the sacred sounds, and parampara, who have handed down these beautiful sacred sounds. We'll just set our beads aside. Hopefully, you're feeling nice and mellow. And I just like to invite you to lie back on your mat now, getting comfortable for our final relaxation. Noticing how your mind and your body feel after your practice. And just noticing how your mind feels after the practice of japa meditation. Can be a little bit of an investment of our effort and energy when we first start practicing japa. It can feel like a really long time to be sitting and repeating the same mantra. But the more you practice it, the more you develop a taste for the sacred sounds. There's a saying in yoga, poison at first, nectar at the end. And so it is with transcendental sounds and activities. Often they start with feeling a little bit arduous or a little bit contrasted to what we're used to experiencing, that upfront instant gratification. With meditation, there can be a delayed gratification. But if you stay committed to the practice, your taste for the practice will gradually increase over time, and the practice becomes more and more enjoyable. So just relaxing into your body now, letting everything be heavy, balancing out all that effort we applied with our vigorous practice today, with just completely letting go, letting your whole body be heavy. Nothing else to do and nowhere else to be. Just relax completely. Taking your awareness down to your feet. Relax your toes. Relax the soles of your feet. Feeling your heels to be heavy. Softening into your calf muscles. Soften into your knees and thighs. Relax your hips. And feel the sides of your torso melting down toward the floor. Softening into your belly. Relax into your lungs and chest. Let your shoulders be heavy and soft. Your arms are heavy. Your hands are heavy. Become aware of the gentle prickling sensation of vital energy circulating your palms. Relax into your spine, your lower back, your middle back, your upper back, and your neck. Your head is heavy and your face is soft. Relax your jaw and relax your mouth. Your entire body is heavy and relaxed. You feel safe and warm. And slowly begin to wake up your body by wriggling your fingers and toes. Gently rock your head from side to side. And begin to stretch out into your limbs, rolling over onto your side. And just rest for a moment. There's no rush. And slowly pressing yourself up to sit. Bringing our palms together in prayer position, Anjali Mudra. Bowing to offer our respects to one another. And bowing to offer our respects to the Supreme Soul. Namaste. Thank you for coming to practice. And I'd like to invite you to take a herbal tea or something hydrating because we did a lot of breathing, a lot of heating through that practice. So just a little bit of something warm and moisturizing for your upper respiratory tract, for your digestive system might be nice just to balance everything out. So thank you.